Well, good morning, good evening, and good night. Welcome to another episode of a Good Wrestling Podcast, episode number 8. I am your host, Jamal Good, and I am joined today. Pause that. I am joined today. I'm gonna save him for last. I'm joined today by Aaron. Aaron, how are you today, sir?
I am doing pretty good. Just living the dream, taking over one day at a time. How about you,
Okay,
sir? How are you?
I'm fantastic, fantastic. We are
All right, let's get this
also
show started.
we are also joined today by Will. Will, floor is yours.
You arrogant, egotistical, uncultured swat of a human being.
There
How
we go.
dare you? How dare you defy me, the glory of one of the greatest intros of all time? You ignorant son of a bitch. Fuck you, Aaron. How dare you? The people love when I make my entrances. I am the reigning, defending, undisputed, universal, NXT, and Ring of Honor World Champion, and you dare to defy me my glory? Screw off! Hello, everybody.
So, funny thing, while you were saying that, I was reading the closed caption. Hilarious. Hilarious.
That
Fellas.
was crazy.
We are another week of wrestling. Great wrestling. Leading, especially with AEW, lead up to Double or Nothing. Fantastic week. Let's go ahead and start with Monday Night Raw, and yes, it's depressionist.
Oh yeah, so a certain someone wasn't here last week, and he had some thoughts about the ongoing situation with two current W superstars who are suspended at the moment.
Go for it.
Floor's yours, man.
Racism's still alive. So I'm gonna start. Huh?
Yeah, my dude, really?
That's how I'm starting. Nah, for real. Think about it like this. All this stuff that's going on with Sasha Banks and Naomi, for the people that was actually bringing, I was playing Madden just now, don't mind me. The people that's actually bringing, like all the like people that actually care about the tag team type women, you gonna just pretty much piss on their leg and tell them it's raining. Like you gonna promise them this stuff and that stuff, and then they get mad and you get mad at them. So now you're gonna bring them down. Two black women and keep bringing them down constantly each week, saying, "Oh, they failed the company. They did this to the company." What happened to everybody else that walked out before? Why don't they bring up the Hall of Fame that recently killed somebody for a drunk driving accident? But they bring up two black women who got frustrated and left. And now they like, oh, we're gonna suspend them. Oh, now we're gonna have a tag team tournament. They don't even have no tag teams. Hell, they don't even have no men's tag teams though, so long. But that's another story.
Yeah, that's another story for another time.
I get it. I get it. It makes sense of what you're saying, but at the same time, there's other ways you can get your point across besides, you know, consistently. Not speaking for Naomi, but Sasha Banks consistently just getting your ball and going home. You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
this one, I think this one was more important to her
Why?
because this is something. Remember, this is something that she helped make the tag team title for the women.
Okay.
So she finally get it back, and then again, she's one of the top women on the brand. Then going with Naomi, so two black women, top of the two black women, and then all of a sudden, like, nah, we're gonna throw y'all in the back burner again. After we were just pushing y'all real quick, but now we get rid of all the tag teams. We gonna have every tag team break up. Then we want y'all to break up. Why y'all had the tag team titles? What sense
What
does that make?
were they really breaking them up though?
I mean, they want each other. They wanted them to pin each other.
Yeah, so the story I'm hearing is an initial six women match. Naomi was supposed to pin Sasha Banks, and Sasha was supposed to go on to challenge Ronda Rousey, and both were supposed to have their matches next weekend at Hell in a Cell. Rap Talk's not going to show y'all. Rap Talk's not going to show.
Yeah, I don't see the shirt. I'm sorry.
I mean, but then that's the case. You can support your tag team partner. You know what I mean, and do some interference stuff. You know what I mean.
But more than likely, they wanted them to be a rival, become a rival. Like, oh, you just cost me this match, even though I got this match.
Okay, that's wrestling.
But it don't make sense. It never, in my opinion, it never made sense for tag team partners to beef, especially when they had the title.
Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty.
I said it never makes sense, in my opinion. None of it really makes sense.
Okay.
Especially but tag teams facing each other.
Yeah, especially when they're trying to when you're trying to establish the title, they're still trying to establish that title. So why you have your tag team champions beat? Like that doesn't make any sense.
The funny part about it though is when they initially established the titles, they lost to the Iconics, which again, that's not even a big deal. And then on top of that,
I mean that didn't make sense either then, but I was fine with the Iconics because there was an actual tag team. And then they fired the Iconics.
Yeah.
So
but because I've already brought this up before, and the main roster doesn't have enough women's tag teams, much less men's tag teams as is. NXT has more women's tag teams.
What they need to do is bring the main roster tag team titles instead of even having the NXT women's tag team title. Have it just one universal tag team.
They did that before.
I think that's what they was going for, but they switched it up when they decided to go towards more treating NXT as a developmental brand.
That's what happened. Like they had the original women's tag team champions. They went on all three brands, and then when they went with NXT 2.0, they cut that out and gave them their own.
But the problem is though, they did that before NXT went NXT 2.0. Not only that, but when they made the idea for women's tag women's tag team to defend all these brands, they barely showed up on NXT anyway.
True.
So it was kind of a moot point.
Like it would have been perfect if it was on every brand. It honestly would have been perfect because you get more exposure to your NXT people. Don't mean they gotta win, but at least people know who they are.
That's true.
It would have been the perfect development for your women, the women's brand. And honestly, do you think this is a shot in the dark? Do you think this is part of the reason why Stephanie McMahon left?
What?
I said, do you think this is part of the reason why Stephanie McMahon might have left? Because the indifferences between the women's brand, how she had it. Remember when she was doing the women's revolution thing? It was her thing, and now all of a sudden that women's revolution thing is gone.
I don't think it was. I mean, I can see where you're going, but I don't think that's the same case.
I mean, I'm just saying creative differences.
I don't know.
A lot of people just take that ball and go home when it's creative differences, and she just like, look, I'm gone for a little bit. We're gonna see what happens.
What also didn't help NXT was again the pandemic. Because remember when that shit happened, they was trying to keep the roster separate, so that didn't help NXT at all. To be fair,
yeah, but I mean they had to do that. That the pandemic didn't help nobody. But now we're out the pandemic, and then they want to rebrand NXT, and it's not going the way they want it.
Yeah.
I mean, they got some talent in NXT, but it's not really the talent they had when Triple H was running the show.
I mean, Triple H was running NXT was more indie style with wrestling with WWE storylines. Nah, it's not. Now it's W storylines with athletes and soon to be sports entertainers. Anyway,
Who
on
said it?
to
Who said it recently? Was it Will Ospreay when he said that WWE is just a bunch of highly paid actors that wrestle?
Yep.
I mean, he's not completely wrong.
Yep.
If you want to wrestle, you want to be an actor, go to WWE.
I mean, the funny thing about it is, like, it's sports entertainment. I mean, and you get paid big money. So yeah, but if you want to wrestle, not really a place you want to go to.
Speaking
Now,
of acting and getting paid big money, we had Becky Lynch go up against Asuka on Monday Night Raw, and defeated her to actually get her a chance or a shot in the Hell in a Cell match.
So wait, I got a
Against
question on that.
what?
Do you? So there's a rumor that's going around that nobody likes Becky.
Oh
She
yeah, I
always
heard
got
about
to get
that.
her way. Think that's true?
I mean,
Think she's
it
the
could
white
happen.
Sasha?
Huh.
The white Sasha.
The redheaded Sasha.
Hey,
I mean, let's be real. Look, all the four horsewomen always went their way, no matter what,
and they get it.
Yeah, it's
except for
true.
Bailey.
Well, Bailey
All
wants to
she
wait
did
too,
was,
but Bailey
no,
Bailey
all she
wants to
get is
wait too.
injuries.
And Bailey wants to wait too, but I think Bailey's a little more willing to work with people.
All she gets is injuries.
I mean, I don't know.
No, yeah.
To me,
Sure, it's all right.
it's like messing wrestling up. It sucks. I mean that only these four people are always gonna be a champion. I mean, I guess it is what it is. We had Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest defeat AJ Styles and Liv Morgan. Still love me some Liv Morgan.
Oh, I love Liv Morgan.
So,
Even if she
so
never become champion,
I
but she
mean,
decent.
there's some fan favorites that never taste gold at all. Liv Morgan just might be one of them.
It's sad. You know what I mean? You said the same thing about Mandy Sachs.
Who?
And Mandy Rose. Sorry.
I can't be calling her by her Instagram and Twitter name.
My bad. I did do that to you. About Mandy Rose. And she's a great NXT champion. You know what I mean? So why can't that convert over to being a women's champion of Raw SmackDown?
I don't know, especially because they kind of missed the mark when they had it for Liv Morgan, because when Liv Morgan was extremely over.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She was extremely over, and they ain't
doing that feud with Becky.
Yeah, and they missed that.
So with that kind of thing, so I'm looking at is with that kind of scenario, you wanted to kind of elevate Liv Morgan to high level status with her feud with Becky. It's just after that you put her back in the tag team division, which kind of goes to Rhea's point when she eventually turned heel. Since she lost her women's championship, all she did was what? Be in the tag team division. So,
but my thing is about that, like they gave the title to Nikki ASH.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they never give it to Liv Morgan? And now we got the darling child Alexa Bliss back.
And the funny part about Nikki ASH is, let's be honest and fair, Nikki wasn't given a shot. She wasn't given a proper shot at all.
Or a title run?
A proper, yeah. Or even
she wasn't. But
yeah, she wasn't getting a proper shot as champion. Because think about it. This is what I find funny, right? W is about, the W has named to entertain children, right? What better way to entertain children than with a superhero character? Especially when it's kind of goofy. Huh?
Well, they turn into a villain.
Yeah. Especially when the superhero character is, kind of goofy. I mean, look at Hurricane. Hurricane Helms wasn't a top star, but he was popular. And he was tag in Intercontinental champion at one point. I mean, granted,
to that point, he still won gold.
Yeah, and yeah, he ended up turning heel after he got the superhero thing. But the fact remains, he was still popular enough to get gold and at least hold on the title for longer than a fucking couple weeks or a month. And he didn't lose all his matches, unless like I guess he ain't losing all the matches, even against big name. I was about to say unless against big name Sauce, but even against big name Sauce, he won. Granted, Lockheed was by luck, but he still managed to win. They made Nikki lose damn near every match he had.
They always made her go against somebody that was significantly more powerful than her.
Right, but there's the idea of lucky win or outsmarting your opponent. Why didn't you do that with her? Just saying.
It seemed like they wanted her to become a heel from the beginning. Like, okay, I'm here for the people. I'm a hero, but I keep losing to the villain. So maybe the story is just not for me.
Yeah, it doesn't help that she still loses a lot of her matches too. So, and honestly, in that case, bring back Psycho Nikki.
Psycho Nikki was the better Nikki.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nikki ASH, we had Cody Rhodes defeat The Miz by disqualification.
Hey, how's that speaking of Nikki ASH?
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
How's that even correlate?
Exactly.
It was the next match. See what I did there? People go deep.
It still doesn't correlate. Anyway.
We also had MVP defeat Bobby Lashley.
How about he deleted Bobby Lashley? What is
this? Delete.
So yeah, because of that, because of that now, that match on Hell in a Cell is now a handicap match. MVP has BBN versus Bobby Lashley.
Can't really see that.
I mean, let's be fair. I'm not saying it's just acronym. Granted, whoever watches probably won't understand what I meant, but that's not.
I'm quite sure they will understand what you meant.
Probably not. Who knows? But
especially if they categorize to certain categories and certain fields of
entertainment. Yeah.
So,
anyway. But yeah, so
again, shout out to Bang Bros, our future sponsors.
What else happened on Monday, Jamal? Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember most of Raw.
Because right now, Raw is back to what it's been, but that was last year around this time. Trash, garbage.
Speaking of Monday, on AEW Dynamite, we had FTR defeat.
Wait,
hold up, time out, pause,
rewind
that back.
What? How you go to AEW? Let me skip NXT, and how you gonna say it's on Monday?
Thank you. Like, hold up.
So you want to know what I did there? So, talking about Monday Night Raw and how it sucks. Transition over to Roppongi Vice because they suck.
No. You transition to NXT 2.0 because that sucks.
I mean, I didn't even look that up. But okay, I got you. So let's go back. Speaking of Monday night, let's talk about NXT 2.0. All right, well, it's on you.
Okay.
Yeah, well, this is only your category.
Why is this only my category?
Because we don't watch it.
So anyway,
sorry, breaking the fourth wall out there. We don't watch NXT. Me and Maul don't, at least.
No, I will watch it once Triple H comes back.
He is back, and
once he's running the show,
you do realize it's not going to go back to the old one, right? It's here to say.
No, so me and Maul do not watch NXT 2.0. I do not watch Nickelodeon anymore, neither should you.
Anyway.
Okay, go on, Will.
Anyway. So, for the women's breakout tournament, Nikita Lyons, a.k.a., well, Buddy's not here, so I ain't got to worry about that.
Mania.
Never mind. But yeah.
I'm here.
So, she got injured, so she'll be out for a little while.
And then she did also update everybody with her injury.
Yeah, so she'll be out for a little while. Tiffany Stratton took her spot in the tournament, and she will be facing She'll be facing the former Roxy Roxanne Perez in the finals of the tournament. They're setting up. They're gearing up for their next big show, which is In Your House, and that one we have, like I said, we have Cameron Grimes versus Carmelo Nelly Hayes. I'm gonna find a nickname for him one of these days. For the North American Championship.
Hold on. I know you did not say Nelly Hayes.
I mean, yeah, Nelly and the Eastside Boys with Trick. Aaron, leave it alone. Aaron, if you know it's good for your sanity, leave it alone.
You said Nelly and the Eastside Boys. And then you said Trick.
Again, if you know it's good for your sanity, leave it alone.
First of all,
I've been doing this for months now.
First of all,
let him have his moment.
Boy.
Let him have his moment.
Trick, from Detroit, a rapper that nobody wants to mess with because he's the scary individual. You got the East Side Boys, that was used to be with the Lil Jon, the loud nigga that said, yeah, okay, what?
Okay.
Like I said, I'm gonna find a proper nickname soon, later.
And then you said Nelly, the one that was like getting hot in here, drop down and get your eagle on, tip drill.
Air Force
Tip
Ones.
drill was a classic. Air Force Ones, grills.
You see grill.
Country grammar.
Going downtown.
Where you going with this,
Aaron? Yeah, none of that makes sense for Carmelo Hayes.
Don't forget.
Anyway.
Took his shirt off and twisted around his head like a helicopter.
That was PD5.
Yeah.
PD5.
Anyway, I lost my
You was
train
all
of thought now.
wrong.
Thanks, Aaron. I think that anyway, so yeah, so and you have Braun Breaker, you had the idea of Joe Gacy getting inside his brain, trying to trigger his anger, especially with the stipulation that if Braun gets disqualified, he'll lose the NXT championship, which again reminds me of the Randy Orton, Christian's feud with Randy Orton, where Christian set up a match where if Randy Orton gets angry or Randy Orton gets disqualified, he loses the championship.
Which again doesn't make any type of sense.
Well, it's a heel tactic, so it doesn't have to make sense. And it's sports entertainment.
And that's the problem with sports entertainment. It's not entertaining sometimes. Like NXT as a whole, it's not entertaining.
Aaron, your girl Wendy Q is back, and looks like she's going after the NXT Women's Championship.
Hey, shout out to Wendy Q.
And
I never seen her wrestle. She's just kind of cute.
And we have Caden and Katana setting up for a potential NXT Women's Tag Team Championship match.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with Kaden trying to win the NXT. I'm a fan of hers. I follow her on TikTok.
I mean, it'd be nice it'd be nice if those two actually win the belts. I mean, they've been there for a minute, and
as a tag team,
yeah, they're like one of the like they said before, and they're one of the few remaining legit. They're one of the few remaining legit tag teams at NXT. So, we also got the Creed brothers facing. I think the set of the Creed versus Pretty Deadly for the NXT tag team titles. Despite the fact that the Creeds lost Tuesday against the Viking Raiders.
What, the Viking Raiders are in NXT now?
Yeah, they've been in NXT for a while.
Wow. Viking Raiders should have been one of the top tag teams in it. They
should have. But
then they got hurt, of course. But then every time they come back, They had them do stupid matches.
I mean, when it was a War Raiders or NXT, yo, watching them was entertaining.
But who came up with that? Wasn't that Triple H?
Yeah, it was Triple. Well,
Mm.
yeah, well, yes and no. But yeah, so other than that, I don't. Oh yeah, so like I said, Wendy Q was back. So the match was Indy Hartwell versus Mandy Rose. Mandy won, and after that, Wendy Q smacked Mandy with a ball sack and dumped the. I was waiting for the reaction. Legit, she smacked her with a bag of balls and then dropped the balls on Mandy. I mean, it's not something.
Jamal, you got anything? I ain't got nothing.
No.
I mean, granted, we know that's what Jamal wants to do, but that's not the point.
No.
So Jamal doesn't want to drop his balls on Mandy?
Jamal is a married man.
Married man.
Faithful. Married man.
I like how Aaron's basically flipping the script now, because beforehand you was definitely okay. Anyway, that's all I got on NXT.
Black men don't cheat.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got on NXT.
Speaking of black men don't cheat, we had a confrontation, or not a confrontation. We had a. Damn it! I messed it up.
Yes, you did.
Jamal, we need you to work on your transitions, y'all.
My transitions are beautiful. Like this transition I'm about to go into about black men that don't cheat. Talking about Adam Page. I mean, yeah. Damn it.
What's again?
Page.
You know, your transition.
Just messed it up. I was on your side.
Damn. I was trying to come back. My bad. All right. So anyway, Hangman Page and CM Punk.
Wait, what does that got to do with
Black men don't cheat?
I mean, aside from Hangman.
Oh no, that's racist.
Wow.
Hey, blame Jamal. Jamal, you caused this. You try to correlate black men don't cheat, and you try to do the Hangman Punk segment.
I wasn't even talking about that.
Wow, we just letting you hang yourself right now.
CM Punk is from Chicago, which is a predominantly black city. So that's what I was going at with the black men don't cheat.
I mean, that would be nice. It would be accurate until you go into the Chicago statistics, but we're not gonna get into that.
Nothing about black people and hangmen.
Racist.
That was racist.
You set it up.
Anyway, we also had again FTR defeat Roppongi Vice. I hate that name.
Roppongi Vice? Why you hate Roppongi Vice?
I hate the name. I just said it.
Why?
That's a horrible name.
I hate the name. Samoa Joe.
Well, technically they didn't defeat them. Technically it was a no contest.
Okay.
Because the United Empire showed up and dropped both teams. For those who don't know, and it's probably
who got the belt? Who got the belts? Who got the belts?
It was still a no contest.
I think that's a victory.
Not really a victory when the match got thrown out, but okay.
Who got the belts though?
That doesn't mean nothing. Yes, they're still champions, but the match was thrown out because United Empires came out.
I hear you. Well, who got the belts?
That don't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that going this back and forth for someone who doesn't. I'm not gonna say that going this back and forth with someone who clearly is doing this to be a goddamn troll.
No.
No, being a troll.
Never. Nah, see that 2-1.
Yeah, and I got some land in North Carolina to sell you.
Okay.
You probably do.
Let's go. How much? See?
Anyway.
You supposed to got beachfront land in Nevada. That would have had me. But anyway,
the desert beachfront.
There you go. Samoa Joe defeated Kyle O'Reilly to advance in the Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament.
Took that boy out.
A lot of physical contact, baby. A lot of physical contact.
A lot of man on. No, no.
Yep. I would like to see him go into UFC.
Who?
Kyle
Joe?
O'Reilly.
Okay.
Kyle O'Reilly.
He probably would actually do way better than a
Pretty
certain
good.
somebody named Chicago made Punk.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's not what that's named for. Pretty sure it's Chick Magnet. That was the original name. You knew that, right? He didn't? Okay. You knew it. I'm moving on. We also had Tony Storm, which I didn't agree with, defeat Britt Breaker.
No,
No.
she lost.
No, you lost to
She
Britt
lost?
Baker. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. Sorry.
I didn't agree with her losing to Britt Baker. Not like that.
But why not?
Because you had her coming through undefeated, big name. She's a much better wrestler than Britt Baker ever will be. And
You cold?
hmm?
You cold?
Yeah, he look a little chilly.
Got your blanket on? You
Look,
can be warm?
Nobody
Leave it alone.
put
Leave it alone.
baby in the corner. But it's like it's pretty much the Britt Baker problem is the same thing that you got a problem with Sasha Banks and Becky.
No. You could set up well, either way, you could have set up a storyline with either Britt Baker losing or Britt Baker winning. Because now Tony Storm can come after Britt Baker and help her to lose in the tournament.
Well, the
Yeah,
better,
but
better Britt Baker won by basically, by basically cheating. Yeah, I can see Tony Storm wanting revenge. Plus, 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 if I'm right, I think Tony Storm still has despite the fact he beat Jamie here, they still kind of have some beef because Jamie did kind of come out and try to cause Tony the match.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Warlow defeated Shawn Spears, which gives him the opportunity to get his match with MJF on today, Sunday.
That man powerbomb that man to death.
That's what he says he's gonna do.
Huh?
That's what he says he's gonna do. But speaking of powerbombing to death, the Bloodline, champions of champions. Is there a better tag team? Is there a better faction right now?
And
the Bloodline.
And
hmm.
do you see the correlation between powerbombing and bloodline?
Shield.
Do I gotta break it down? So he got powerbombed so much that the line of blood that went from his back to his brain was damaged. And you got into the bloodline, which are not damaged. See what I'm saying? Duh. Next, keep going.
And did you get that?
I'm ignoring him.
Okay, cool. All right, so Usos came out. No Roman this week. Yeah. So okay, question. Hey, speaking of bloodline, how do y'all feel about these Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens interaction?
To me, it's always gonna be great. Their chemistry is like none other than wrestling.
Yeah, that's very true.
None other. No, I'm waiting for them to. I know it's not gonna happen, but I wish it would happen. Where they did the 7 stages of death match.
Yeah, that's not happening. I mean, it'd be nice, but that's not happening.
That program would be fantastic if they did that. But they always gonna have that. That's like I said, that's the best hate-love relationship ever.
Yeah, I brought that up because this past Friday, you had Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn basically call each other delusional because Kevin Owens' whole thing about trying to expose Ezekiel Elias and Sami Zayn called himself the confidant of the bloodline. Although it was funny hearing Sami Zayn call Kevin Owens, call Kevin Owens Oos by accident.
That was funny. That was funny.
And Kevin's just like, wait, what? Did you just call me Oos?
Speaking of Oos, Ronda Rousey has an open women's champion challenge going on right now. I again don't really like her being champion. I guess I don't see her enhancing any talent. Uh, I would love to see Lacey Evans win the belt. Of course, you know it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, especially Lacey on Raw.
But she's on SmackDown.
No, she's on Raw now.
Oh,
well, okay. Let me phrase that. So, from what I'm hearing, they're gonna have them entertaining shows. Because Lacey did appear on Raw this past Monday.
Okay. That's all I got for SmackDown.
Yeah, there's nothing really happened in wrestling besides the Usos making
their coming out. We saw the show with a nice emotional segment before they went back to being completely heel.
Yeah, that was it. Nothing else happened.
And as for Rampage, Ruby Soho advances, so she'll be facing Britt Baker at Double or Nothing tonight.
Wow.
There was something else that happened too on Rampage.
Not really. Nothing really happened. Wrestling was kind of bleak this week.
Well, we got Go ahead.
I was about to say, you want to go into Double or Nothing predictions?
I guess it's get that first and then we go into the news.
Yeah, we can do that.
Not gonna talk about Scorpio Sky, Frankie Kazarian.
No.
Oh yeah. So how do you feel about Scorpio's new belt?
New belt? I didn't see it.
So basically, they kind of do the same thing they did with Miro, where they give him it's still the same design, it's just the color scheme is different.
Nah.
I didn't see it, so.
And the color scheme for Scorpio's belt is gold and purple.
Nah.
If it's purple, I fucks with it, but I don't care.
If I can find a picture, I'll show you.
Should have been black.
Wait, is it Jamal?
He said it should have been black. But yeah, predictions. Come on, what's the matches?
All right. So starting off the show, we got the greatest, and I mean greatest tag team champion, tag team out there. Hookhausen.
We'll be going I gotta find my Dan Houser shirt.
Tony Nese and Smart Sterling.
Might wear that tonight.
I'm going with Hookhausen. Is they over?
I'm going with Hookhausen. There's no point for them to have Hook lose, especially with the matches that's going to be boxed out. Hook versus Tony Nese.
Yeah. So I can see Hookhausen winning that one.
And that is the buy-in, everybody. That is the buy-in.
Yep, that's on YouTube.
We got Sammy Guevara, T. Conti, and Frankie Kazarian versus Paige Van Zant, Scorpio Sky, and Ethan Page.
I think Sammy Guevara's on one.
Yeah, because I was about to say Scorpio had a stipulation where if his team wins, then Frankie and Sammy can never challenge for the TNT title again. I guess as long as he's champion.
Then we have Darby Allin versus Kyle O'Reilly. I really hope Kyle O'Reilly beats the shit out of Darby Allin.
That one was announced on Friday.
And I think that might be a great match, actually.
We got the House
Kyle O'Reilly might win.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was saying Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, the House of Black versus Death Triangle.
That one I'm interested in seeing, but because I know Death Triangle has lost to House of Black plenty of times, so they
But yeah,
might get.
it's always a great match. Like I don't
Yeah.
even. They can wrestle like 20 more times, and I'm still gonna be excited about it.
Right. So the House of Black, Death Triangle might win this time, but I'm going with House of Black right now.
Okay.
Like that's literally one of the rivalries that they gonna keep using.
Oh,
but it actually makes sense.
Before you continue, before you continue, Jamal, Aaron, do you see? I tagged you in a video that on Twitter of Malachi pulling some Fight New York type mess.
I have not been on Twitter today. I'm gonna check that in a little bit. I haven't been on any social media today. Shout out to social media.
But yeah, so check it out.
Shout out to the whole social media.
Yeah,
just everybody.
Everybody.
Anyway, continue, Jamal.
Including Trump.
Wow.
Yeah. Trump was on wrestling too. Remember?
He was.
Isn't he in the WWE Hall of Fame?
He is.
So it makes sense to wrestling.
Anyway, continue
the greatest women's champion ever, Jade Cargill, will be defending her title against Anna Jay.
Honestly, this undefeated streak ending. Next.
Not against Anna Jay, for sure.
We got the JAS versus the Black Combat Club and Eddie Kingston and Santana and Ortiz.
I don't know. Chris Jericho's a wizard.
I mean, he's shooting fireballs. Might as well be called a wizard.
Is he grand?
He's not a grand wizard.
He called himself a wizard. He might be grand wizard tonight. I don't know.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Let us hope not.
And we have the shittiest tag team ever versus another shitty tag team. The Hardy Boys.
First and foremost, don't be disrespectful shit, you arrogant sack of shit.
Oh, that's what happened in Dynamite. We didn't bring that up.
Yeah, The Young Bucks were legit Hardy cosplayers for one night.
Including
Gangrel.
No, I'm talking about the fake leader.
Oh, leader? Brandon Cutler as leader. Yeah, I was rolling. I was like, why they do Brandon like that? That's petty.
How did he agree?
Huh?
Brandon Cutler, do you got something you want to tell us? This is a judge-free zone. You can be whoever you want to be.
Assuming he watches this, but yeah. So yeah, Elite
like
versus
Brandon Cutler. Like,
Elite.
You really had the thong out.
Yeah, I was rolling when I saw that. But yeah, we got Elite versus Elite. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with it. But yeah. Next up.
Super kick party for me, baby. We had
You ain't like the Young Bucks, so.
Well, he don't like the Hardys either.
I really don't like the Hardys, so I could care. It could be Doink and Dink versus the Hardys, and I'm gonna go with Doink and Dink, and they're dead.
The Hardys will win.
Yeah, the Hardys will win. Anyway, next.
We got Dr. Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho for the Owen Hart Women's Finals.
I want to know if Dr. Britt Baker can fix Ruby Soho nose.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Wow. I'm going with Ruby. I'm going with Ruby.
It'd be nice to have Ruby win, but I think the doctor's gonna win.
Yeah.
It should be Ruby though. Honestly, it should be Ruby because she came back and they keep having her lose to Britt Baker. Shit is weird.
I think Ruby can win this one.
We got Adam Cole going against Samoa Joe for
the
men's Owen Hart Finals.
Now, my question at this point is: are they gonna bring back Jay Lethal and Sandra Duck to interfere with Joe? If not, then I see Joe choking out Adam Cole.
Yeah, I'm about to say that shouldn't even be a contest.
It should make sense for them to bring them back out. We have a triple threat match with the Jurassic Express, Keith Lee and Swerve, and Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks.
So the question is, huh?
Isn't that for the tag team championship?
Yes, for the tag team titles. So my question is, do we see Jurassic Express dropping the belt?
To who though?
I'm gonna go with Team Taz. I'm gonna say Team Taz.
Would be nice.
The reason I say Team Taz is because they've been around longer than Swerve and Lee. So
Hey, what that mean?
That don't mean shit. It means
well,
over.
Well, okay. So we all know that when it comes to championships, most people will pay more to see the heel champions, so because they want to kill the face champions to beat the heels champions. So I think Team Taz winning, then you have people wanting to see Team Taz want to lose titles. But then again, I don't know. I don't know if Jurassic Express is going to drop the titles. It might be Team Taz. Or it might be the Lee and Scott. Lee and Swerve.
Lee who? Who that?
I said Scott like Swerve, Scott, and yeah.
I see what you did there. You messed up. It's okay. We all do it. See how I'm not harping on it and she messed up? When I be messed up? See, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So let's go. Okay, keep moving. Which
I hate you so much
should
right now.
be the match of the night, which probably won't happen. We have Warlow going against MJF.
Right, because of what happened earlier yesterday. But we can get to that later. But I mean, I don't know. I don't want to talk about this match because I probably save this part for news later. So I'm just skip past this one.
We have Thunder Rosa defending her title against Cien. I can't pronounce her name.
Serena
Deeb.
Serena Deeb. She look funny too. AEW got a lot of funny looking women.
What the fuck?
Oh,
You're stupid.
Yo, what you
and then in the main event, we have Hangman Page going up against CM Punk.
Do we see Hangman drop the title?
No.
yes.
We got one no and one yes. Jamal, why no?
What is there to do? Like, who do you put CM Punk up against? You got more people you can go up against Hangman Page than CM Punk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Hangman Page's title run has been very
Mediocre.
non-existent.
It sucks.
And then honestly, what they can do is just give it to CM Punk, and then Kenny Omega can finally come back and win.
Well, we don't even know when Kenny Omega's going to come back. That's it. That's the main thing.
I'm thinking in 2 months.
Realistically, possibly, but who knows? I guess we'll see. If Heyman drops title or not.
We'll see. That's it for that pay-per-view.
Yeah.
On to the news.
Yeah, because we're not doing Hell in a Cell predictions until next week.
Go ahead and talk about MJF.
Okay, so Saturday there was a double nothing fan event that happened in Las Vegas. MJF no-showed the event, and then the word was saying, and there was word that he booked the flight out of Vegas, which is why the Warlord MJF match possibly won't happen. And it kind of sucks because it's like, I guess the question is like, what does this do, MJF? What does this do? And it's now the thing about it is, it's funny because this happened literally a week after the Naomi Sasha Banks scenario.
So you think it's a storyline?
Huh?
You think it's a storyline?
So the Naomi Sasha one, I've said before, I said that I personally think this is a bit of a work because, like Aaron said, it didn't, like, it's weird that they're putting this much focus on it, but they didn't do it with Austin, they didn't do it with Punk, and so on and so forth. Like, they literally just try to ignore these people. But that being said, with the whole MJF thing, I don't know if it is a storyline. It's weird to have the storyline days before Double or Nothing. No, not days, hours before Double or Nothing. So I don't know. It's a interesting scenario, if not a kind of messed up one. Because I don't like I said, unlike Naomi and Sasha, there's no real cause or correlation as to why MJF would walk out. Because I heard like a few hours ago that that had MJF resigned, he would have his like money wise, he would have gotten like main event to money, which makes sense because MJF is a prominent figure on the show. So of course you want to give him that good kind of money. But I don't know. What you got? Thoughts?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Aaron, you got anything? Assume he's on the phone.
Got me baffled. Um, what else?
But so it's a interesting scenario to say the least. And yeah, Buddy's not here, but I've been seeing him go back and forth with people on the internet, and yeah, like he's going back and forth with people on the internet. So I can't say what he thinks, but I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna feel some. Pretty sure he's gonna have his own thought process, and if we well, I was about to say if he shows up next week, he can tell us his thought process, but at that point, the story be kind of dead because Devil nothing would have passed already.
That's if that this will work, but we'll see. Anybody get married this weekend?
Who knows? Oh yeah, Charlotte Flair got married recently
To
to Andrade El Idol. I'm not going with Buddy does because that's not me.
Los Flair. It looked nice.
Los
She
Flair.
looked very happy. I did not prefer Ric Flair's pink suit, but you know, it is what it is.
I mean, you wasn't wearing the suit, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, it was pink. Pink. Do your thing, boy. Do your thing.
What's wrong with pink?
Nothing. I ain't got no problem with pink. I just didn't like it in the suit.
All right.
So Samoa Joe also missed that fan event, but his was more due to miscommunication than anything else. Because apparently Joe was attending a voiceover session for a new project he's working on.
In recent news, Paul White, aka the Big Show, says he feels like Wolverine now. He just had his second hip replacement in December, and feel a little Wolverine-ish.
As in,
he's got 2 titanium hips. All metal. All metal. His likelihood of wrestling again is probably slim.
Well, he was only wrestling on and off. He wasn't wrestling like full time. So,
what else? Unfortunately, I have to report this news. We have a new digital media champion, and one Rick Swan.
I figured you was gonna say something about this. I was waiting.
He defeated the champion of champions champion, Matt Cardona. He cheated.
How you know he cheated?
He cheated.
How you know?
Because Matt Cardona can't lose. So he
You
cheated.
sure about that?
I'm quite sure he just lost.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
questionable.
quite sure Matt Cardona just lost fair and square.
The ref looked like he was paid off. It was a fast count.
What?
Mm.
Yeah.
Somebody held Matt Cardona's foot down while he was trying to kick out.
Yo
But
got
nobody was
so
there.
many excuses.
His foot was under the rope, damn near touching the rope. So
Jamal, did you even watch the match?
like the trunks were pulled.
Jamal, you didn't even watch the match.
No, he didn't watch it.
He got his elbow. It was like 1, 2, like this. His shoulder went up. The ref didn't see it. The ref was at a bad angle, so he couldn't see him get his.
Yo, Aaron, what is
Then-
with these excuses he's got?
Then it also looked like Matt Cardona got hit with a chair. And
What?
Kicked in the groin right before he got pinned. So it was a bunch of
Where
illegal
did the
stuff
chair
going
come
on.
from?
Huh?
Exactly.
You know they're working with this stealth technology shit. So you know what I mean. It's a sad day in wrestling. But
Bro, Jamal,
but
why?
Matt Cardona
Jamal, what's with
still
these
has the belt.
excuses, yo?
Matt Cardona still has the belt, so it doesn't really matter. Unbelievable.
So if we lose the NWA championship at Always Ready, what do you got?
He's never gonna lose that.
You sure about that?
He's the greatest, and I mean greatest NWA champion of all times. There's never
You
been
sure
one
about that?
better. Yes. Unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Hold on, I had some other.
Jamal got so many excuses. Aaron, why are you outside?
That place is to go.
Hey,
Anyway,
what's that?
yeah, fucking Jamal got so many excuses that make no damn sense.
What excuses? That's what happened.
That's not what.
All that at the same time. All that happened.
Okay, whatever. Apparently Tay Conti has been receiving threats lately.
Okay.
Tay and Sam have been receiving threats. Then again, there was recently reported that Alexa Bliss is receiving death threats for reasons unknown. For reasons unnecessary. It was something else I came across recently, but I just can't remember what it was. And I'm drawing a blank right now. I don't know why.
People be taking that shit too serious. Let that shit go.
Huh?
People be taking that shit too serious. They ain't put no death threats on nobody.
Yeah. Oh, now I remember. So, granted, yeah, this has nothing to do with like mainstream wrestling, but there was an indie wrestler that had a whole post about their experience at a indie show, and holy hell, what the fuck? To make a long story short, this is an indie song, and I only found out because Lady Frost and her husband Victor Gentleman had both retweeted
Friend of the show, Lady Frost.
Huh?
Friend of the show, Lady Frost.
Yeah. Yeah, they retweeted. And so basically, long story short, is an an independent wrestler was, and she's talking about GCW. I think it was GCW. Or was OVW. I gotta look at it again. But basically, at a show, they mentioned something. They was having a meeting, and in that meeting, they was asking people to, if they have any grievances, anything they want to air out, let us know, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And all she did was mention how the star said she didn't like how some people smoked or drank before the show. Without naming any names. That's all she said. And some people got offended. And huh?
Why?
Because I don't know why, but apparently they felt as though that she was calling them out, despite the fact she didn't say. Despite the fact, in her words, again, this is like what she said. But she said in her word, she said she didn't mention anyone's name. She just said it as a general statement. Which, as a general statement, if it's a general statement, then fine. You're not mentioning any names. I can see why you want to bring that up. Especially doing a meeting before a show starts. Yeah, you want to bring some concerns that you may have and so on and so forth. No big deal. But what happened afterwards? Excuse me. What happened afterwards was unnecessary to say the least. And that involved getting sucker punched. It involved having onions and roaches being thrown in your bag. Yeah. Someone put raw onions and roaches in this woman's bag. And what? Where?
Raw onions and roaches in somebody's bag.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they didn't like the fact that they freaked. They didn't like the fact that they felt that he was calling them out, despite the fact there was no evidence that he was calling them out. Like I said, he said he was making a general statement, a legit general statement.
I mean, if the shoe fits,
Right. Right. And the worst part about it is these people basically outed themselves. And it was OVW. Never mind. Okay, it's OVW. It was OVW event. So yeah. So
again, Jamal, if you don't want that bottle, shout out.
Why is he showing bottles right now?
That's the Rock's tequila.
The Rock. Bro, yo, the Rock ain't gonna come to your house and pay you, bro. I wasn't something else, but I'm trying to be nice today.
Look, I support my family. I don't know about y'all. I'm supporting my family. Yeah.
Hey, Will, I'm not gonna tell you how much you spent on the bottle, but
I got them free. He sent it to me. I was like, yo, cuzzo, let me get one of them. And he sent me.
I'm gonna need you to text me how much you paid for them bottles.
I didn't pay for it. My cousin, like, cuzzo, like, yo, ma, what up, bro? Say, oos, like, oh, oos.
Tamana ain't cheap.
Look,
Tamana's on the level of Casamigos.
They're like, oos, let me get them bottles, yo. He's like, all right, I got you, oos. And sent them to me. Easy breezy.
Why would Rock say ooze?
We fam. You don't understand. Look, you being African American, you don't understand.
You mean the same that you are?
No, I'm Samoan.
How long you use it, Jamal? To what, next season?
How I identify.
It's gonna be up to next season. Yeah, so that happened.
So
And
back to that shit. Look, man, ain't nobody gonna put no damn Roy. Who the fuck walks around with roaches? Nobody walks around with roaches. You know what I mean?
If someone wants to be petty, they will do something like that.
Why you got them in your house then? Get them shits out.
They was in the house.
Where they get them from? You just don't randomly, hey, can I get some roaches at the pet store? You got to give them somebody's house.
But yeah, so apparently this was an event that Al Snow was there too. And when brought to their attention, they didn't mention the sucker punch. They mentioned because the accused gave an apology, but the apology, well, he was ordered to give an apology, but the apology was, he felt like the star felt as though the apology was fake, or was all types of fake. He also mentioned how the fact that nobody likes her and so on and so forth and everything. I'm trying to find the part where she mentioned that she got an apology. Oh, okay.
This shit just look nasty. Look at this shit. Hold on. This just looks nasty. Oops, wrong one. Wrong screen. This screen. Ugh. That just looks nasty. Ugh. But anyway, keep going.
So he apologized for almost punching her, and then admitted that she smoked for mattress. And Al Snow's like, you can't smoke before matches. We're not gonna have that again. And I'm sitting there reading, it's like, so you're gonna acknowledge the fact that he smoked during matches, but not the fact that he basically tried to assault another star. He tried to assault a fellow wrestler. Bro, priorities. What?
I mean, it happens. I mean, people get in fights.
Yeah, but not before a show, especially if it's supposed to be your opponent.
Shit happens.
But yeah, and as far as smoking before a show, like, okay, that's like I said, that that's kind of okay, fine. Yeah, I get it. I get it. You shouldn't necessarily be inebriated before the show. I get that, perfectly reasonable. But did you have to go that far? And did you have to go that far and get in your feelings, all because someone made a statement and you felt some sort of way? Was that necessary?
I mean, who gets how drunk before a show and wrestles in the main event in TNA? Who does that?
The same person who got high, same person who got high before like most of the ECW shows. The same person who also probably got high before his, let's say, Unified World Championship match.
Who? Who was that?
Hey, you mentioned the name. I just mentioned two names. You mentioned person. I just mentioned two people. So we're not gonna go that far.
No, I'm just saying. Like
I'm saying
ECW. I understand ECW because if you talk about Rob Van Dam, he does it all the time. But I mean, that's him. He can handle his inebriation.
Yeah, look what I got him.
They all hurt. The whole ECW's hurt. I'm just saying, you could have injured the Icon Sting in a match.
He didn't even wrestle.
Who didn't
They
wrestle?
ended the match quickly.
Yeah, Sting beat his ass. He was mad.
That was Eric Bischoff's thing.
Who? So Eric Bischoff put the pipe in front of him?
No, Eric Bischoff told Cena to end the match quickly. And it was quickly because he wasn't in the right state of mind. And on top of that, he admitted that was a dark moment in his life. Are we gonna continue to hold that against him? Yes. Victory Road 2011 main event was bad. It was bad.
It's the worst in wrestling ever.
What?
Ever. It was the worst in wrestling ever. And you never mentioned his name. Who was it?
I'm not going to mention his name because it's already said and done.
Who was it? We know Sting was one opponent. Who was the other one?
All right, Jamal. I see what you're trying to do here. It's not. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. No. Like I said, he already admitted.
We will not mention Voldemort. We won't mention his name. Okay.
And he already admitted that was a dark point in his life. Leave the man be. He already paid for his sins. The man got suspended afterwards. For play safe.
Should have got fired.
So did Rob Van Dam get fired?
Who?
Did Rob Van Dam get fired?
He can control his weed.
Did Rob Van Dam get fired?
No.
Did Hogan get fired with steroids?
He should have.
Did Owen get fired?
He should. Who?
Did Riddle get fired?
Should have.
Did Roman get fired?
Should have.
So you said Roman should have got fired?
He got cancer. He can't get fired. He got cancer.
Not that. So I was talking about when he caught that first suspension.
He got cancer. He can't get fired.
That had nothing to do with suspension.
You can't fire somebody with cancer.
That had nothing to do with suspension.
That's racist.
That was before. That was after suspension.
He got cancer.
That was after suspension.
Yeah, that's why he got suspended.
No, he had cancer before. He got suspended too.
Right.
Years ago.
Yeah, but it was in remission then. I'm talking about when he got suspended.
You did.
But you gotta take steroids to get rid of some things.
See?
So I like how you're just sitting there making exceptions at this point.
What? It's different.
How's it different?
Oh, does Jeff got cancer?
What does that have to do with anything?
That's what I see. If he had cancer, it's okay. Rob
What?
Van Dam.
What? Wait. Okay.
Rob Van Dam is a pothead. It's okay. It's all right. Riddle, pothead. It's okay.
So how many exceptions are you going to make him all?
That's their characters. That's what they do. It's
how many exceptions are you going to make him all?
No exceptions. I'm just saying. If Jeff was a pothead, I get it.
Jeff
I
is.
mean, he's from the South, so he could be like a moonshine hit. I get it. I understand.
He's sad. That's the place.
Huh?
I knew he was going, and I wasn't. And I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing this. No, I
And
already know what you're going to
scene. That's how
And
you be.
fuck you.
That's how you be a troll. Okay, you called me a troll earlier. That's how you be.
You are a troll.
Nah, I was a troll just now.
No. That was just you being petty. That was you being petty.
But anyway, I really do hope this Wallow MGF match goes off. Hope it's a work.
I mean, I want to see it too. We this is something that a lot of people who watch AEW have been waiting for. And it would be a shame that all that build kind of just went out the window.
To nothing, right. But that's all I got, bros.
Yeah, that's all I got myself.
Well,
Aaron?
Nope, I
want to thank you guys for joining us on another episode of a Good Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Jamal Good. I was joined today by Aaron.
Thank you for having me. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the Vista. And yeah, look out for my Twitter spaces.
Thank you, sir. Also joined today by Will. Will, thank you, sir.
Follow me at Ray Jazito on Twitter and Zito Blade on Twitch. I am your current reigning yet unofficial world champion. Signing off.
And we were also
wait a minute.
Today
Who just showed up?
By Code Name Bobby. And
Code Name Bobby.
And I want to thank you for joining us on the show today.
Wasn't expecting you to show today.
Live and in person. No hangover. All of them stay.
You probably got a hangover. You look like you got a hangover.
No hangover.
It's just one side of his face.
Nope.
Like hangover.
But all I'm going to say is.
But it was a setup for you, Jamal.
I know.
All I'm going to say is. All I'm going to say is. Now, Flair got
there we go.
some Los Locos in her system now. She got
hey,
some.
Ma, what did he say? Dos Equis.
Dos Equis.
She got some queso on her face now. I want to shout out and say congratulations to Tequila in her system, down her throat and her mouth.
This man.
How you doing, brothers? Really? No, that's her father. That's not her.
Well, I want to thank you, buddy, for joining us. Go ahead. Plug your stuff.
Like, subscribe, everything else. Fuck it.
Follow you on Instagram, Twitch.
Nah, I don't know. Not this weekend. I'm a little bit intoxicated. So I'm gonna stay off Twitter because last night I was on there going back and forth. Now I realize I'm too deep in my cup. Let me get off Twitter before I say something wrong and get canceled. So
that's why you didn't get canceled yet.
Almost there.
And I am your host, Jamal. You can find me on Instagram at Jamal5227. On my Twitter at MBGF The Mills. I want to thank you for joining us and see you next week. See you later. Be safe and I love you guys.